Hey y'all.
Hi.
I'm Dayahn.
I'm Lauren.
And we are Cakes and Complete. So, we are back with episode 4 of Insecure and Wine and Waistbeads. We had no waistbeads.
We don't got no waistbeads.
No waistbeads.
Not today.
Not today. So, we can't remember everything in life. But next week we will have waistbeads. I did finish my waistbeads, and Lauren laughed at me when I came to her house the next day. I was so proud of all the waistbeads, and she said, "What you got on the belt?"
It was too long.
It was
too
like
long.
it was pretty dang low. But I fixed it. Now we up here, so
okay.
When I get skinny, it's gonna shift.
Yeah.
So
it was a legit belt.
It was a legit belt. It was swing low. But yeah. So no waistbeads, but we still are another episode of Wine and Waistbeads.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
So excited.
This episode was like, what the heck? I was like, so much shade. It was so much shade.
It was a super shady episode.
Oh, it was like, oh, that's how you feel. That's how I kept feeling like, oh, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. And what the heck was Lawrence about to say to Issa?
That he killed Condola from that mountain trip that it went on. Where's she at? Where's Condola?
Oh my goodness.
Where's Condola?
Okay, before we even get into that, I can't believe they did us like that. Why would they do us like that?
This was a total like cliffhanger episode.
Cliffhanger.
Like, I don't know what's going on with Lauren and Issa. Lawrence and Lauren
and Issa.
Lauren and Issa. What's going on with y'all? Lawrence and Issa. So I don't know what's going on with Lawrence and Issa. Lawrence and Condola. Molly and Issa.
They just exited her out the like, is she done? She never texts back. But then she was like, oh, that's good. So was that Condola that texted her?
Well, I think so, because she kept asking her for the flyer. So then she just texted back, but she didn't say anything. Like, all she did was throw the flyer out there, like, here you go, girl.
Is she gone? Is she like a goner?
I don't think she's a goner. I think Condola is somewhere navigating the space. Because now, after the Thanksgiving episode, Lawrence and Condola aren't as good as they originally were. I think they're done. They're done. He got too geeked when he saw Issa.
He was like,
I was hoping they went outside to do something else.
Girl. Okay.
What?
All right, so let's start from the beginning. Let's break it all the way down. So, Tiffany had her baby. She's beautiful. They're kicking it. But even like how it started off with Molly and Issa trying to get into that space, that was just so like, I don't know. You can tell their relationship is completely off. I mean, of course we know that from the opening of episode 1, but it's like, dang, y'all just not gonna talk about this. Like y'all just gonna keep on having these awkward interactions, and letting it linger, and letting like false narratives build up in y'all mind. Y'all not just gonna have the conversation.
I don't get it, because like if y'all are best friends like you say you are, like I don't think it has to be scheduled. It could literally be like, I'm about to pop over and we about to talk about this because it's awkward, to the point you're starting to drag other people into it. Because Molly was talking to what's her name, Tiffany, and then she was talking to
Molly was
Kelly.
talking to Tiffany. Issa was talking to Kelly.
Right. So like they're dragging other people into their mess, and everybody's like, we don't know what y'all talking about. But
and that can cause other issues. And I totally get it though. I've been there before where a conversation needs to be had, but you just don't want to have it. And so you do everything to push it off. I've had that happen with a very close friend of mine who, thank God, we're still friends now. But because of that, of not having the conversation, we went periods of just not talking and
so what made you want to keep pushing it off? Or was it them pushing it off?
I think it was both. Okay. I think that it was being in my feelings about it and choosing to believe whatever the narrative was that I created versus just having the conversations, which I feel like every time this has happened between me and any of my friends, it's always just been a miscommunication.
Oh,
and
for sure.
That's always what it is. But it's easier just to stay in your feelings about it. It's easier to just think the worst of that person instead of like believing what you know about that person I don't know what it is about that, but it's just easy to just be like, you know, and then I don't know.
I'm such a big believer that it's your side, my side, and somewhere in the middle is the truth. Like, I don't think either one of them are wrong. Like, their feelings are valid, but somewhere around there, like you said, you've created your own narrative about it. So I don't know. Who are you? Like, are you Team Issa or Team Molly?
I don't know. So I feel like the first 3 episodes, I was 100% Team Issa. But in this episode, that phone call where Issa called Molly just to get, like, they hadn't talked, right? They've been having these weird vibes. And then she called and asked her for a favor. And I just feel like in that moment, Molly was like, there was like a spark, like when she was like, hey girl, can we talk? And you could tell like there was some relief there. But then Issa went straight in for the ask. And I could sense the disappointment in Molly. And so right now, I am Team Molly and Issa's friendship. I'm Team friendship. I can't choose a side because they're both, I don't know. I feel like they've both done things right and both done things wrong.
I agree with that.
And
but even in that, like, Molly can't be like shitty about it because, like, I called you to say, hey, can I talk to you about something? Like, obviously, either one, I wanted to ask you something, or two, I wanted to talk about what mattered to me. But what mattered to Issa was,
I think she thought that she was calling about their stuff.
But that's not fair. That's not.
I would be pissed if we were in this awkward space and you called just to ask me about something and we ain't had our conversation yet. I'd have an attitude too. I'd be like, bitch, don't call.
Wait, yeah. We're gonna sit
No, let's beep it. Can we beep it? Okay, where should I put that at?
We can't be ourselves.
You know what we should do? We should beep it and then speed all this up. And then, like, okay. Wait, where should I start at? Okay. If you called me and we were in an awkward space, like, the watching them has been so awkward. Like, their interactions have been like, oh my goodness, like, cringeworthy awkward. For them to be best friends, we know their background. If you called me and we were in that space and asked me for something, I'd be like, I know you're not being serious right now. We haven't even had this conversation.
But at the end of the day, one, this is where I'm like, okay, like, you can't blame Issa because, like, one, they don't know what's wrong, they just know it's awkward. Two, you're supposed to be my best friend, so regardless of it being awkward, you're still down for me. That's like you calling me, say, hey, I got an emergency, can you watch Ava? Can you come get Ava? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna come get Ava. I still want to talk to you, but like, I'm gonna help you out. You're still my friend. At the core of things, like, I still love you. So, like, at the core of things, Issa might still be feeling like she still loves me. Like, this is my big break. Yeah. This is my best friend. I know she has my back. Who am I going to turn to but my best friend, regardless if it's awkward? So I'm still Team Issa, because Molly is just being a crappy human being to people lately.
Yeah, she's super in her feelings. And, you know, they've said some really hurtful things to each other. But Molly is really, like, even the whole Lawrence thing. Like, man, like, she was just outside talking to Lawrence. It was harmless. Period. And Issa wasn't even thinking about Lawrence. Like, she was in her phone trying to figure out this whole thing.
But as soon as she saw Lawrence leaving and her leave, she just thought they were going to be...
Like Issa said, it's the way she views her. And man, does that not suck? Like, when you have somebody that you love so much and they can't see you for who you are. Like, all they can see is the old person that you were or all the mistakes that you've made. Like, that's the worst.
And that's why not everybody's entitled to the next level view.
They're not. They're not.
But, like, Molly just feels entitled to the world moves around Molly. Even in that scene, even over the parking spot. Like, it was obvious that it was Issa's spot. She was backing into it. Like, who comes into a spot like that? And she was like, did you find a spot? Why are we arguing over a spot that's mine? Like, she feels entitled about that.
She is entitled.
She feels entitled to, she wanted Andrew. She pretty much begged him to be with her. And then now she got him. She was begging. She was begging, like, tell me about your sister. Tell me about everything. Tell me about your traumas.
Okay, but you was wrong about Andrew. You thought he was playing her. He's a nice human being.
He was a nice man that's getting played now.
I think that she let some of the stuff that Issa said to her get in her head. and that's why she's be like putting work beforehand. Like, I feel like a part of that is that.
I think she still feels entitled. Just okay. She's still crazy Molly, but just in another way. Like, listen to me now. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to my conspiracy theory. Okay.
Give it to us.
So she's still crazy Molly. Like before, she was crazy Molly. Like when she was dating Jadena, she was like, "Oh, you can leave a suit over my house." It was like, "Girl, I just smashed you today. Like we just went on one date, and you want me to leave a suit over here? You want me to go to this engagement party? You want me to do things?" That was crazy Molly from the first season, and she got tired of people telling her she was crazy. Now she's doing her crazy in her own kind of way. She's crazy Molly, thinking you're still gonna move when I want you to move, and you're still gonna do what I want you to do when I want you to do it. So no, we're not going out to this date. I'm gonna hold this baby, but when I'm ready for you, you better be ready for me to pick you back up and manipulate you how I want you to do. Molly is self-centered, and I don't like Molly no more. I am Team Issa. All the way.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Issa, I don't know if Issa even knows what's going on with Molly and Andrew, or if she's even taking the time to ask. I'm not saying that I'm Team Molly or Team Issa. I am for their friendship though. I hope that they work it out, but I just feel like they both have so much going on, but neither one is being considerate of like not being a good friend.
I really hope their friendship survives this, but I'm definitely one of those people like, not everybody's entitled to the next level of you.
Yeah.
And it might be over. It might be over.
I'm trying to get to the next level of Molly's outfits this season because she has been
Molly,
on it.
Molly is serving some great outfits.
Some bomb
Her
fits.
shoe game has been horrible. Her shoe game has been trash. Now, when she was on the couch kissing Andrew,
and that jade little one piece,
them red bottoms was bomb.
Yeah.
But them other, like them go-go boots and the outfit just didn't. It was like one or the other.
The dress wasn't the skirt and the shirt wasn't mod enough for those boots.
Nah.
And her ankles was swimming in them a little bit too much. But listen, I'm an ankle swimmer. I'm a calf swimmer too. You know how my thigh-high boots be scrunching down because my calves are skinny.
They were. Oh my God. Remember that show, Rail, where it was like, look at that girl with the loose boots. Loose boots.
Yes, Rail.
Molly had on the loose boots.
Molly was wearing some loose boots.
She had on some loose boots, but she has been fired with the outfit game.
Her outfits have been amazing.
As far as how she been treating people, I don't know. Like, I understand, like, definitely I'm very career oriented. I definitely like nothing to come in between that, but I still make time for the things that matter to me, and I feel like she did all this to get Andrew. Now she's not doing the stuff to keep him.
I don't know what she's doing. Like, I get like she has this big case, she's working, and that's important, but I don't know. They're doing a really good job at telling the story, but I don't know. I can't tell if what Issa said when they were the last self-care Sunday they had about her not being an old Molly, and do you even want to be happy? It makes me wonder.
Did you notice they haven't done self-care Sunday since then?
Yes, I did. They mentioned it. They definitely are growing apart for sure. They're definitely growing apart for sure. So even if their friendship survives this, I don't know if it'll ever be the same. Like, you know how certain friendships go through things, and some things you just can't take back. And they've said some really foul stuff to each other, and you just can't take some stuff back. Period.
That's true.
I don't know. I just wish these episodes weren't so like
short.
They be like, we ride, and then it's just like cliff. And you just be like, oh, like I literally, when it ended, I was like, I was just ready for more. And so
I just feel like there's too many storylines to just condense it in 30 minutes.
Well, Yvonne Orgy got on Instagram and said, we ain't getting long in 30 minutes, so shut up.
They suck. But I did see that they're up for season 5. They've been approved for season 5.
They
so
have
there will
be
more. There will be more.
Season 5, and I don't think we probably won't have to wait 2 years, hopefully.
Hopefully not. Yeah, Issa was doing a bunch of different projects, so that's why we had season 4 delayed.
We don't care.
The Photograph, I still need to watch The Photograph. Have you seen The Photograph?
No, we don't care.
So The Photograph, I went on a date for Valentine's Day. The person took me to the movies at 10:50 at night. we both fell asleep, and when we woke up, they were cleaning around us. The lights was on, nobody was in it. They were cleaning around us, and nobody woke us. So I don't know if the photograph was good or not, but
I ain't seen that.
I don't know. It wasn't keeping my attention, so
I ain't seen it.
maybe not.
Okay, so what are your hopes for the next episode? Because I want to know, was Lawrence gonna say, I just want to let you know me and Condola broke up, or was Lawrence gonna say, I just want you to know that Condola could never be you? There's just so many things that I want him to say to Issa. But then again, I wonder, when Kelly was like, look at Lawrence over there looking like a provider, I was like,
he was looking like a
provider. And so I was just like, does Issa even deserve Lawrence at this point? What you think?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
No.
Why do you think you don't?
know?
Okay, so when he had his come up, she not good enough no more?
It's not that she's not good enough. She cheated on the man.
Oh my God.
I can't get over. I'm sorry.
Man,
I'm
I
sorry.
wish my phone wasn't hooked up because somebody made a comment. It was big. It's bigger than the cheating. It was so much bigger than the cheating. You stuck on that, but I'm with whoever made that comment.
Comment about what?
They were like, it was bigger than the cheating. And I was like, finally, somebody with me.
No, okay.
Lawrence
was, okay, this is the thing. Issa had every right to leave that relationship, to walk away, to go find better, to just be by herself, to not take care of a man. But I don't think ever, hear me, ever in a relationship is it okay for you to cheat on your spouse. I do not care. You don't get to go.
Spouse is.
I was about to cuss.
You're single until you're married.
You single till you're married, but they were in a committed relationship. They were in a monogamous, committed relationship. Period. You don't get to step outside your relationship because you feel some type of way. Be a man or a woman about it and say, you know what, boo-boo, this is not working for me anymore. And then you're not cheating. And then nobody gets hurt. And that's it.
I agree. I don't condone cheating. I don't condone cheating in relationships or tests. This is my PSA. Don't cheat. Mine is a terrible thing to waste. Like, I believe you shouldn't cheat, but I just wanted to be on the record that the cheating is not the only problem with that whole relationship.
It wasn't, but I don't think it will work now.
I think it would.
Do you think that Lawrence would fully 100% trust Issa?
I don't know. It's been like 4 years. Like, give me a break.
No breaks.
I ain't even the same person no more. All my cells done turned over in my body. I ain't even the same person. No, you better give me a chance.
No.
I don't know what y'all think.
We want to know what y'all think. Would it work? But Lawrence, listen, Lawrence done came all the way up. Do you hear me? That's a fact.
He has definitely came up. But I think Lawrence is going to tell Issa that Condola's out of the picture. And that's why she's like went ghost, because she's hurt somewhere.
What about TSA boo? TSA babe on her voicemail.
Not a TSA babe?
I think so. If it wasn't, I made it up.
Not TSA babe.
I think it was.
No, it wasn't, because he was like, I heard the block party is fire. He was at the block party. He was the security at the door.
That wasn't a block party. That was the fundraiser for the block party. He said he heard the block party was about to be fire, talking about like her headliner and stuff. I'm pretty sure that was TSA babe. It sounded like it.
I don't know.
He was like, you ain't got to call me back or nothing. I remember last episode, she was talking about how she can't be dealing with nobody with 20 kids, blah, 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 blah. I think it was TSA babe. What y'all think? I think it was.
I don't know. I don't know. I still like TSA babe. I know he got them kids, but life happens. Life happens.
You right.
So we slighting men with kids now?
Life happens like once or twice. What you say, like 5 kids?
No, he said 2 and a possible. Like spades. 2 and a possible. He has 2 and 1 on the way.
I mean, make it work. Brady Bunch. So good. I can't wait
right.
for it.
I don't know, but this episode had a lot. It was just too short. It was so short.
They put so much in one little. And who was that cutie? What was his name? Bennett? BJ?
Bennett and I ain't in it.
Yeah, Bennett was cute. Where'd he come from? I forget Molly's at a black firm now. But I liked the little scene with the other attorneys. We're working on a little case. I like that, just to kind of see her little, workspace and just see other Black women doing their thing. And they were working on the case together with no shade. I appreciated that moment of no shade. That shady freaking episode. I appreciated that moment of just camaraderie.
I don't know. I got something different out of that moment.
Did you? What'd you get?
Because Bennett, BJ, whatever, he was going home for the night. And it seemed like they were all working on the same case or had a part of the same case, and all the women stayed. And it was interesting that, the one woman was sacrificing her kids, was eating pie crust. The other woman was canceling, getting her booty call, and Molly missed a date. I just feel like that just showed how much harder women have to work, especially minority women have to work to get the same credit as a man. Because he was like, peace, y'all. And they were like, oh, my kids eating pie crust, let me do blah, blah, blah. And like, why do we have to sacrifice so much? We have to work 10 times as harder to our male counterparts and, our white counterparts. Absolutely. And so that's what I got out of that scene. I'm always looking for the undertones of the scenes, even when Tiffany was talking about the having the baby and the blood clot. That's a big thing going on right now.
Absolutely.
Black women are dying at a higher rate than any other race.
Yes.
Because we're not being listened to when it comes to childbirth and
the mortality rate is significantly higher for African American women. And shout out to Serena for leading leading the pack on that, for that awareness. But absolutely, it is a huge concern. It's a huge concern in our community, and our doctors don't listen to us. And so, Black women's advocate, right? Make sure you are advocating for yourself. But yeah, you know what? I think it's interesting that you saw that, because now that I look at it, I totally agree with you. It's so funny. It's so funny that we completely saw two different things.
Right, and then Bennett was mentored by Molly. You should be working your butt off. You the newbie?
Yeah.
I mentored you, and you get to go home with a decent hour?
Well, now, Black women, we can be workhorses.
We can be.
We can. 9 times out of 10, we're gonna choose to be like, okay, but no, I need to show up. I need to get this done. And it's because we're invisible, and we feel like we have to work super hard to be seen. And I hope very soon that we get to a point where we don't have to do that. That you just see me for what I offer, because even with us working like everybody else, we still show up and we still are magic, period. So
I agree.
All right, so we want to hear from you. Tell us about what you thought about this episode. If you think that Lawrence and Issa are on their way to rekindling their romance. If you're Team Issa or Team Molly, what else? Where's Condola? We should put it up. We should make signs to say
where's
missing
Condola.
Condoleezza.
We should make flyers with Condoleezza Rice's face on it. Y'all didn't see that.
Okay. All right. What are your closing remarks on this episode? What do you think will happen next? What's coming? Next week's gonna be one month before or 1 week before?
1 month. This was 1 month before, so it might be the block party next episode.
Okay.
But I don't know. This might be the reason why she's starting to build up. I don't F with Molly no more, so I think Molly and her are done. I think she about to be cool on Molly.
But Molly didn't have to do that for her. I get that. As a friend, it would have been nice, but I don't got to. And, I forgot to say this. When Molly was like, so much shade. When Molly was like, I really like him and I want to keep that part of my life separate. I feel like she was insinuating that she didn't want Issa's messiness anywhere near her man. What you think? I was like, ooh.
I can agree with that.
I was like, whoa. So much shade. I was like, holy smokes.
She wanted it separate, and I get it, because they're trying to build, and I think they're still new and they're still shaky. So it's kind of like, I know we're shaky, and I know I've been curving you, but let me ask you for a favor. So I totally got where Molly was coming from.
And bad things happen to Issa. And so the last thing you want is for you to come through for Issa and then something bad happens and it reflects on Andrew poorly, and that's his work. Like, it's, I mean, I don't know if I blame her for saying that. Oh my goodness, juicy mouth tonight.
Juicy mouth?
Yeah, so tell us that too. Do you blame Molly for not wanting to mix her stuff with Issa, with Andrew, and like that's his job. Like
I agree with that.
That's his job.
That's her job. And it's not like it's Molly's husband or something. Like someone that, you know, they solid.
Yeah.
They solid. So I don't know, but to Issa, she was really hurt because I think Molly comes through for her every time, and this was like the first time Molly really hasn't came through.
The first time I say no, it's like I never say yes. That's what happened. That's what happened.
All right. So I think she's gonna back off of Molly because she said it's already been weird. She felt like Molly was cutting her at the knees. So Issa's gonna back off of Molly. She's gonna turn to Lawrence. Lawrence gonna be cousins with Beyonce or something.
She was composing that message to Beyonce. I know you're really busy.
But I'm dying. But
that was funny. That was funny.
I think she's gonna turn to Lawrence, and Lawrence gonna have some famous cousin. I'm hoping like Kendrick Lamar or something.
Oh my gosh, that's a good prediction.
Yeah, and that's how they get back cool. And
your man be working.
Mm-hmm.
Your man be working.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
That's what happens when you shelter at home. Thinking.
Okay, I don't know what's gonna happen, but what I think is after next week, I might be Team Molly. I don't know. I'm starting to turn. And you know how I've been feeling about Molly lately. I have not really been her biggest fan, but I don't know. I feel like everybody deserves happiness, and I'm just happy to see Molly winning in a relationship for once. Gosh, I might have been a Molly in that respect. Like bad relationship after bad relationship after.
I'm still Molly. I'm like Molly the third or something. I'm 3 generations of Molly. Dude, I'm Molly too.
Okay. All right. So, if you haven't subscribed yet, join our confetti click and subscribe.
Confetti click.
And we're so happy that you came back and hung out with us.
We're crazy.
Yeah. Sorry, no Waistbeads today.
No Waistbeads.
It's my fault.
But we'll have Waistbeads next week.
And make sure you check out a few of our other videos. We will be downloading. We will be posting.
Uploading.
We will be side loading.
We'll go down. Go left.
Another
right,
weight wellness video. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us.
We love y'all.
Bye.